We're calling to order the City of Laredo Public Library Advisory Committee meeting. It is 5:30 p.m. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Auntie, can we have roll call?
Yes, ma'am. Sandra Cavazos Ayala, absent. Angelica Salinas,
Present.
Victor Villarreal, absent. Mario Lopez,
Present.
absent. Rocío Villarreal,
Present.
absent. Rosa María de Llano, absent. Esmeralda Rodriguez,
Present.
virtual. Etelvina Perez,
Present.
Roberto Ortiz, absent. We do have a quorum.
Okay. You have the minutes with you for the last meeting, which was held February the 26th. If you take a minute or two to review it. Do we have any motions to approve the minutes?
I motion.
I second.
All those who approve?
Aye.
Okay, so it's been approved. Public comments? None?
None.
Communications and announcements?
Sure, under letter A, our monthly library updates, as promised at the last meeting, I was gonna change up the format to something that I felt might be a little bit more useful to the good people of the Library Advisory Committee. Something that was concise and would provide some talking points as you advocate for the library. So if you'd like to take a few minutes, it's the one that looks like this. And I've highlighted, with the help of the librarian managers, program spotlight, and there's another section of safety and facilities. So what we're gearing towards is having no more than 2 items, 2 bullet points for each section under each library. And then on the last page, you're gonna see general updates and vacant positions. So I will give you a moment to review and ask me questions.
I do like how you broke it down by program spotlight and the safety and facilities for each area.
Okay,
So
great.
that kind of makes it more concise and something that we can focus on. I know that the graph that we had before, the chart, was maybe easier on the eye because, you could easily see, but I can appreciate what you're saying.
So agree.
Uh-huh.
Checklist, I mean, the chart was nice, except there were too many routine things, in my opinion, on that checklist. We can change this. This is for you. So if you don't find it helpful, then we'll try a different format.
In other words, it was just like
Right.
repeating without really highlighting what was more important.
Exactly.
Well, if you can present it like this next month, so that maybe whether we
More
can
people, more responses. Uh-huh.
This is better because it's short and to the point.
Okay.
So the other one, yes, it has more into detail, but like you said, it's more routine that you guys need to handle it one way or the other way. So,
Okay, great.
yeah.
And I don't know if it'd be helpful to get it to you earlier, and that way you get a chance to review, because it is still a lot of information.
It's a study.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
we might need to take some time, you know, to read it the way we take time to read the minutes.
Of course, for sure.
If there are any questions on either a spotlight or.
When do you think, Ms. Perez, that the new director and assistant director will?
So that is a great question.
Or do
And-
you need help from us and to talk to our council
So,
members?
Yes, thank you so much for bringing that up. Right now, we actually today, Angie and I attended a budget meeting, so we are in the middle, we're kind of in the beginning of our budget process, and today was about payroll and positions. And so one of the questions is, when will the library director be posted? The other one is, will the assistant library director be funded for the next fiscal year? So, I cannot tell you to advocate, but certainly it's something that the members here of LAC have been concerned about. So if you feel like you would like to talk to your council member about that, just let them know how important it is to you.
Did they give you any time frame?
No,
No.
and I'm happy to help. I really love the library,
Uh-huh.
and it's been a kind of a steep learning curve, but I love all things library, and so I just want to see it move forward as well.
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
How many employees does the library as a whole have?
Something like 53,
53.
53, full-time, FTEs, full-time equivalents.
So it has not been posted or anything of that sort?
No, it has not.
And do you think by talking, or what person do you think would be much faster to talk to council members or go directly to the city manager, Jonah?
I think because you are appointed by the council,
Council,
that you should talk to your
council.
council member, and of course, once again, I can't direct you to, you know, what my opinion is, or direct you to say what your opinion is, influence you in any way, but I do recommend that you express yourselves to them, because that's what this is all about, is when you're here to take the information to your council members, okay?
What date did you start as interim?
As interim, I started the first day of March.
So since March 1st, we've been with them. That is something we should, I think that is something that we should.
And we've
converse with
mentioned,
them.
I believe in one of the previous meetings, that we're now under the health department, and Dr. Chamberlain has been very supportive of us having both the director and assistant director. So that's a great, that's sort of a great direction we're going in. We just want to make sure we kind of maintain that momentum.
Right. Are there any other questions on the library branch updates?
Okay, well, thank you for being my guinea pigs and letting me experiment on this new format with you. And like I said, it's a document that's changeable, so I'm looking forward to hearing everybody's feedback. Hopefully the ones who weren't able to make it today can maybe send their comments through email, or next time we meet, they'll be able to be vocal about it.
Next item on the agenda are the recent and upcoming library programs and services.
So once again, hope I give you time to enjoy these beautifully made flyers so you can see everything that's coming out.
It seems thicker this time, right? There's more.
And a lot of times is when we have like a holiday coming up, there's lots of parties and celebrations with the community, in this case Easter as well. And then also kind of reiterating from the monthly library updates, there is in the main packet the passport fair. And when I talked to our mobile library driver, Nikia Costa, she said it's probably been about 12 or 13 years since she's seen something like this happen. So we're really excited to be bringing this to the community.
know of two people who are in need and want to get their passports, so they don't need to make any kind of an appointment. Is that-
No appointments for that day.
You just-
And more information will be provided closer to the date of the event, including maybe the checks they need to have ready to be brought in for the process. But yes, Miss Nikki was telling me that they're gonna have something that's more descriptive. This is sort of just to let people know, and then they'll add more information as it gets closer.
That looks right. A lot of Easter time.
Yes.
Any questions?
Who makes
On
the
this.
flag?
Most of the flyers are made by our mobile library driver, Nikki Acosta.
Yeah.
Okay, she
Yes.
is fantastic.
She really is.
I mean, no, for real. Like, she's really good.
She's great. Yes, thank you so much. I'll pass on the compliment. Yes. She's a woman of many skills. She drives that big bus and she can design. She's very creative.
Man, she is. Tell her that the committee is very happy to have her on our team.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we're very happy. Agreed.
Agreed. Next item on the agenda are the monthly statistics.
So once again, I invite you to take time to look at the dashboard, which kind of gives you just a very nice visual infographic here, and then a more detailed statistic report. And the trends are sort of the same that we discussed last time, a major increase in electronic resources, the use of those, maybe a little decline in some of our antiquated formats. But overall, we are still seeing a large amount of people walking through those gates. So we got a question from leadership, city leadership the other day, you know, your electronic resources are increasing, the checkouts are increasing, does that mean people are staying home? And we said, no, sir, they're coming in. So if they're both increasing, the gate count and the electronic usage. And I think that library is still a place for people to come. And it's one of the few places they can bring everyone in the family to enjoy themselves. Any questions or comments on the stats?
The library's been busy.
Yes, always.
Yeah, it's good.
How many visitors do you think the library system as a whole has gained?
How many visitors? That's going to vary between each of the libraries. Since I have spent my 10 years with the city at the Moss Library, I can even say it's going to vary from day to day and week to week. It just depends on the season. It depends on what the schools are telling their students to do, right? So whenever there's like they have to do a book report or some big project, they're coming in droves on a Saturday, right? Whereas another Saturday, maybe closer to a holiday, they might not be coming in. So it's very hard to say.
So you would agree that this season, when STARS tests are coming, you're going to see an increase on, especially on students.
So for the STAR testing, I will say that I personally see a lot of teens trying to decompress at the library. So that's when they're really trying to get into our arts and crafts or movie days and things like that, because they are experiencing that stress from the STAR testing, and they'll let us know, and they'll tell us their appreciation, right? They'll show their appreciation for this kind of downtime and a way to de-stress.
Any other questions on the monthly statistics? Okay, next item is actions for our next meeting.
So just the scheduling of the next meeting date, Angie, do we have a date?
I have April the 30th, which is a Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month, which is our meetings. April 30th. ¿Día de Niños?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
April 30th.
Yes. At 5 p.m.
Do we have a motion for adjournment?
I motion.
A second?
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And it's done.